You know, sometimes we let people distract us on our journey. We let them distract us, you know, because, you know, we feel like, you know, maybe they right. Maybe what they saying is right, you know. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should leave it alone. And when you get distracted and you get off your journey, you kind of get yourself off course. Because whereas you was on course, now you're off course. And that's where I found myself, because this morning I woke up, I felt like a woman who couldn't conceive, which I can't have any more kids anyway. But yeah, I ain't talking about that type. I'm talking about a woman who just, she's barren in her spirit. She has some stuff she's being challenged with, or she's been God has entrusted to her, and she just can't, you know, channel them in the right direction, or she just can't give birth to those things. And so I woke up in my spirit and I felt barren. I said, Lord, like, what is it? And then First Samuel hit me, you know, with Hannah and Peninnah. And I'm going to read some of it to you. And then hopefully, you know, me, you, and God, we can end on a good note, okay? So let's go. Now, there was a certain man of Ramatha Zophim of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroam, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zuph, and Ephrathite. And he had two wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. It's like this. Have you ever had somebody that you love, that loved you back, clinging on to somebody that they needed? So we'll keep Peninnah around since she's making the babies right now. We'll keep her around. But Hannah, I love you. Okay. But Peninnah is a problem. But Peninnah is a problem that's about to birth Samuel. Hold on. And this man went up out of his city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, the sons of the Lord, were there. And when the time was, Elkanah offered. He gave to Peninnah his wife and to all her sons and her daughters portions. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion. For he loved Hannah, but the Lord had shut up her womb. So I woke up this morning. I said, Lord, I feel like my womb shut up. I can't give birth to this thing. And it's getting on my nerves. It's irritating me. It's frustrating me. I done prayed about it. I done gave it reprieve after reprieve to come through. But Lord, it ain't coming. Keep reading, Lorraine. And her adversary also provoked her sore for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. You better watch people you pick on when God working on them. You hear what I'm saying? You better watch that. Yeah, you too. Because you don't know what people carrying, or you don't know what they about to carry. You hear what I said? Or you don't know what they about to carry. You better watch that, okay? And as he did so year after year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, the adversary on the inside of Peninnah, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her. Therefore, she wept and did not eat. Then Elkanah, her husband, to her, Hannah, said to her, Why weepest thou, and why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am not I better to you than 10 sons, Hannah? I mean, ain't I better to you than 10? I mean, I know you want some kids, Hannah, but I give you more than anybody, because I love you. I mean, yeah, Peninnah pick on you, but I love you, Hannah. I give you everything. See, what Elkanah didn't understand was this. No matter how much confidence he spoke to Hannah or over Hannah, no matter how much reassurance he gave Hannah, that was not enough. Her desire had not been fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? Her desire had not been fulfilled. Her desire had no key. Her desire had no way out. Hannah still didn't have a child. She had not conceived, because her conception was going to be her solution to what was already taking place on the inside of her. And that's what a lot of people don't understand about me, or maybe you listening. Yeah, I appreciate your confidence. I appreciate your encouragement. But I got to go through this process. I'm going to need more than that. I got to go through this process, okay? You got anything else? Because a person has to go through this process, a process that they have not even chosen for themselves, but that the Lord has laid out for them. You see what I'm saying? The Lord has laid out for them because Samuel has to come. You getting it? Samuel has to come. You getting it? The control does not belong to you. Okay. So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord, and she was in bitterness of soul and prayed unto the Lord and wept sore. You get where I'm coming from? How I felt this morning. That's how I felt. And she vowed a vow and said, Lord of hosts, if thou would indeed look on the affliction of thine handmaid and remember me and not forget thine handmaid, but will give unto thy handmaid a man child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of my life. Here comes Samuel. And there shall no razor come upon his head. And it came to pass, as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli mocked her mouth. He watched her. Now Hannah, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. Yeah. He thought she was drunk. Because she was sitting there. You ever been sitting somewhere, something going on, and you be like, and people look at you like you're crazy. And if you got some wine right there, they're going to say, oh, they drunk. Yeah, he thought she had been drunken. And Eli said unto her, how long wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. And Hannah answered and said, no, my Lord. I am a woman of a sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. Yeah, poured out my soul before the Lord. That's what she said. Count not thine handmaid for a daughter of Belial, a daughter of the devil. Okay? For out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken hitherto. Then Eli answered and said, go in peace, and the God of Israel grant thee thy petition that thou hast asked of him. You see what's taking place? Eli done blessed her. Now watch this. And she said, let thine handmaid find grace in thy sight. Grace in thy sight. So the woman went her way and did eat, and her countenance was no more sad. So what happened after that, Lorraine? Well, let's make a long story short. Hannah got pregnant. Because after they left them, and Eli found out really what was going on, he went on and blessed her. She said, find grace in my sight. And she left, saw her husband or met her husband again, knew her husband again. And guess what she did? She conceived a child. And his name was Samuel. And Samuel had to come. And I came here today to tell you, I'm waiting on Samuel. Yeah, I may be barren in my womb, but Samuel coming. You hear what I said? I said I may be barren in my womb, but Samuel coming. You hear what I said? I said I might be barren in my womb, but Samuel is coming. It has been ordained by the Lord. How do I know that, Lorraine? Because whereas we're sitting here listening to Hannah and Elkanah and Peninnah and Eli's story, go on back over there to the book of Ruth. And at the end, you're going to find a little tale where Ruth and Boaz done got together. And they done created Obed. And Obed going to make Jesse, and Jesse going to give birth to David. Samuel got to come. He got to come. Because he going to have to anoint David. Yes, he is. He got to be him before David get him. So while Ruth and Boaz getting together, Hannah crying. She weeping. She moaning. She wailing. She being provoked. She being scolded and she being condemned. Because she afflicted in her spirit. Her adversary continues to poke. She gives a reprieve, they 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 poke. But Samuel is coming. You hear what I said? That's all God needs is a good opportunity to show up and let everybody know you thought I wasn't coming, didn't I? You thought I wasn't going to show up, didn't I? You thought I wasn't with her, didn't you? You thought I wasn't going to be on her side, didn't you? Well, I guess what? Well, guess what? I was just creating an opportunity. Matter of fact, I had already created it at the beginning of time. You just didn't see it. I'm like a good author that write a book. Guess what? When I get that idea, there has to be a need. And now she needs Samuel. And guess what? Samuel is coming, Lorraine. He coming. No. He ain't just any kind of prophet. He's a specific prophet. Because Hannah tells God, say, if you give him to me, I'll give him back to you. He gonna stay right there with you. And guess what she did? She gave him back to the Lord. She sure did. And guess what he did? He took over the person that trained him job. Because God knew Eli was getting ready to leave. God knew he had to get rid of Phineas and Hophni. God knew that they were sitting at the temple door. God knew that Eli wasn't going to do nothing about his kids. He sure did. God even took the daughter-in-law. So y'all better watch who you pick on. Because Samuel is coming.